If you stepped away from AI news for the last 6 months of 2025, you came back to a different planet. The era of the simple chatbot is dead. The reasoning wars changed everything. We stopped measuring AI by how well it could write a poem and started measuring how well it could perform PhD-level research, write entire software suites, or navigate a physical robot through a factory. It's January 2026. The dust has settled, and 3 clear superpowers have emerged. But here's the twist. They aren't trying to do the same thing anymore. They are diverging. Today, we are doing a full-spectrum deep dive into the top 3 AI models right now. We're looking at the incumbent king, the open-source assassin that changed the economics of intelligence, and the real-world brain powering Elon's empire. Let's go. Before we name the top 3, you have to understand the battlefield. In 2026, intelligence is now a commodity. It's cheap. The differentiator now is utility and integration. We are judging these models on 3 new criteria. Deep reasoning capabilities, which means, can it think for minutes before acting? Ecosystem integration, meaning does it live in your OS or just a browser tab? And physicality, can it understand and manipulate the real world? Based on this, the old big 3 of OpenAI, Google, and Anthropic has fractured. Here is the new reality. At number 1, despite absolutely brutal competition, it is still OpenAI's GPT-5, codenamed Orion. After the massive delays in 2025, they finally shipped it. And while it wasn't the AGI some people hyped it up to be, it is the most polished, reliable everything engine on the planet. Why it's here? GPT-5 is the master of multimodal reasoning. It doesn't just see images. It understands complex video dynamics. It doesn't just write code. It architected entire systems. But its real power in 2026 is the ecosystem lock-in. It is deeply embedded into the operating systems of 90% of the Fortune 500. It's boring. It's expensive. It's censored. But it works incredibly well. It is the Microsoft Office of Intelligence. The verdict, if you need reliable, insured, enterprise-grade reasoning, Orion is still the default. If GPT-5 is the polished corporate tower, number 2 is the underground resistance that blew the foundation out from under it. We have to talk about DeepSeek R3. In late 2025, this model shocked the world, not because it was decisively smarter than the giants, but because it was 95% as smart for 5% of the cost, and it was open. Why it's here? Efficiency. DeepSeek cracked the code on sparse reasoning. They proved you don't need a $1 trillion cluster to get PhD-level output. In 2026, R3 is the engine powering the vibe coding revolution. It's small enough to run locally on high-end consumer hardware, meaning your data never leaves your building. It shattered the moat that OpenAI and Google thought they had. The verdict? DeepSeek R3 democratized high-level intelligence. It's the developer's choice and the reason why AI startups are exploding right now. And finally, at number 3, the most controversial, the fastest, and the only one with a physical body, Grok 4. If you are watching this channel, you know. Elon's strategy was never just about building a chatbot. Grok is the central nervous system for everything he builds. Why it's here? 2 reasons: real-time data and physicality. While GPT-5 is training on data that's months old, Grok 4 has the entire live firehose of the X platform. It knows what's happening right now. But more importantly, Grok 4 is what is powering those Optimus Gen 3 hands we saw last week. So, that's the landscape in January 2026. We have GPT-5 as the slick corporate OS. We have DeepSeek R3 as the efficient open source engine. And we have Grok 4 as the real-time embodied brain. The race isn't about who has the highest score on a benchmark test anymore. It's about which flavor of intelligence wins the real world. I want to know your take. Which of these 3 are you going to use most in 2026? Are you Team Orion, Team DeepSeek, or Team Grok? Let me know down in the comments. And if you want to stay ahead of this curve, make sure you're subscribed to The Pulse. We'll see you in the next one.